Hey guys, this is DFD, aka Dark Frozen Deaths, back with another Kamihime project video, and okay, this mess. Because, of course, I was going to do a video on this, and yeah, news of this is spreading pretty quickly, but if you're reading this correctly, they're going to start doing mosaic stuff for all the different scenes on the .NET version of Kamihime project, which is the 18 plus version. As some of you may know, there's an all ages version and then there's the 18 plus version. The 18 plus version is the only reason anybody would even play the game in order to see those kind of scenes, because the all ages version doesn't even show them to begin with. So, yeah. This is already looking like quite a mess because I gotta explain a few things. First off, like I just said, the censors and all that is kind of redundant because of the all ages version. So, that said, there's really no point in even doing a mosaic. But that's mainly because of, like, Japanese law and all that type of stuff, and that's another thing that I gotta get into as well. This game originates from DMM, which is a Japanese hosting server, only it's on Nutaku, who I believe is in both US and Canada, which means they have nothing to do with Japanese law. So I don't see how they're actually, like, trying to crack down on this when legally they have no standing. But that's a whole nother mess behind the scenes. I mean, of course, they can always probably just sit up and say, well, we're not going to give you any more assets if you don't listen to us, so who knows? That's a whole nother can of worms. But it also partially kind of does, like, stand because, like, even looking at a few other games, too. There's, SF Girls, which is Sci-Fi Girls, and Project QT. I played both of them before. Got tired of those games, in fact. But both of them, I do believe Sci-Fi Girls did start in on Nutaku first. Project QT definitely did. But they're completely uncensored. And they went over to Japan and just got the mosaic or whatever. Now, trying to do this the other way around, that's where the bigger hassle would be, because of the fact is, like, a lot of people already play this stuff because of the uncensored stuff. In fact, some people literally do not want to play the Japanese version because they had the mosaic. So, personally, I feel like this is just going to be, like, a huge firestorm waiting to happen. But I can't tell how huge, because I don't know how many people really feel about this. I mean, there are people that are definitely upset about this already. But then on top of that too, it's no secret, this is still at its essential base sign a loot game, and if you're playing the all ages version, then you don't care about any of this at all. But if you are playing the 18 plus version, that's the part of the reason why you're playing, because of that. And they just made it a little bit objectively worse, yeah, but it's still depending on preference. I mean, some people are cool with it, some people aren't. It's a mixed bag. But again, that's what makes it so redundant. You already have an all ages version that does not even show that stuff to begin with, so why even do the mosaic? That's kind of dumb, logically. But I don't know. My personal standing on this, I don't like it because I do play both versions, but at the same time, that's still what made the global version stand out, the fact that it was not censored. So, yeah. But then again, if I remember correctly, Jobrin still had the censors. They still had the mosaics. They didn't get the decensor. So, and ironically, Jobrin's not standing anymore. But that's the thing. It's like, that's kind of what made, like, that's the one good thing about Nutaku. It's the fact that it had uncensored stuff. But only they let the thing be uncensored to begin with. If you played Legend Clover, never was decensored. If you played AU Senki, I do believe that was never decensored. And they altered some of the images too because they're lollyphobic, but that's another topic. But when it comes to this though, it's just, I really don't know. Like, to be completely 100% honest, I really don't know how this is going to turn out. But I do know they're going to take a hit on the player base, because there's a good number of people that do not like this type of stuff. And it's even no secret. If you go into like sites to see dojins and all that other sorts of stuff, there are people that constantly complain why there's censors or mosaics or whatever. There's always a good handful of people that will complain about it. So with this being hit like that too, I'm only expecting the same thing here. And it will make some people quit. And then on top of that too, one last little thing I brought up as well. This is a game where you can actually spend money on it. So if you spent money to see that stuff only to get the mosaic later down the line, because I don't even know if we're going to do it for just the new images or all of them together, but good chance they're doing it for every single one in the game. But it's like you paid for that stuff and then you got shafted basically. So some people are not going to be happy about that, especially if you spent money. So yeah, I'm just waiting to see how this is going to turn out. I mean, it hasn't even happened yet because it's not going to happen until like October 2nd, but yeah, if you want to make your voice heard about this one, you might want to do it now. But even then, it's like, let's be for real. They have to go into code and change a lot of this stuff if they were actually going down with it, and they haven't been the best with that one. Like, there's still stuff in the game that's not translated properly, or just not translated at all. Some things even, like, occasionally glitch out on you, too. There's always something bugged every single patch for some reason. So now they're going to go back and sip and make even more changes to the code, and possibly create more bugs. Who knows? But, and the funny thing is, too, some of those issues they had right originally, but then it screwed up later down the line. It's like, what happened? It was already translated. But anyway, that's all I really got for this one. This is going... I'm trying to keep this a quick video, so I'm trying to keep it under 10 minutes. But, yeah. I don't know what to make of this, but a lot of me is saying it's not a good thing, and it's definitely going to make them take a hit. But that still honestly depends on how people feel about it. Feel free to discuss that in the comments or whatever, but yeah, this is just... I don't know. But I can say this, though, if you are playing the .com side, as in the all ages version, this does not affect you at all. Because you're not going to see this to begin with. But that's also part of the point why people raise why this is a stupid change. And I agree. I've even raised that point myself. But anyways, that's all for now, guys. More of this will definitely come down later because who knows what's going to happen within the next week. And then if they do go through this with this change, you gotta wait for like a week or two in order to really get a handle on the situation anyway. So who knows? They might backpedal out of it and just not do it. They might do it, but then realize, okay, we made a mistake, and then go back to whatever. They may even try to hold their ground. Who knows? But again, only time will tell. So anyways, that's all for now, guys. More will come soon, and take care.